It's the start of Every Bit Counts challenge. Today, we're hauling out the steam canner again.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free, without a care in the world. I was one.
Hi friends, welcome back to the homestead. If you're new here, my name is Lynn. Welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's one of my favorite times of year. It's the Every Bit Counts challenge. Now, to be honest, I've already started. I'm already a few days in to the Every Bit Counts challenge. Honestly, I have been preserving pretty much daily, almost, since June-ish, around mid-June, when I started freeze-drying herbs. Lots and lots of herbs have already been freeze-dried, and I'm hoping lots more going forward over the next few weeks will be freeze-dried. And I've also done some canning. Some I've shared with you, some I haven't. Some of the things I started a couple days ago, I did my very first ferment. I am trying, it's called honey garlic pickles, because canning pickles has just not worked out. I don't know what's happened. I canned pickles for years. I've used my grandmother's recipe religiously, and they're mushy. They are just mushy. I have tried so many things for them to stay crunchy, and they just are not coming out. I don't know what's changed in the last 10 years or so, maybe 5 years or so, but something has changed, and they're just not crunchy. So during one of my Women in Homesteading meetings, we talked about ferments, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna try this. So I have 1 jar fermenting, and I also have a big jar of refrigerator pickles I started yesterday. These are bread and butter refrigerator pickles, which is the typical recipe I make. David does not like dill. He does not like dill at all, but he loves the sweeter pickles. So as I said, it's a big jar. We'll get to try these at supper tonight. I'm really anxious to see how they turn out. So I've been doing this. I also made chamomile soap. I'll put a picture right here. It smells heavenly, and it turned out beautifully. And that was using a lot of the dried chamomile I had. So that helps. That's a preserving method too. And just busy. Today I'm going to be making coleslaw, which was not even something I thought about canning before, but again, at my Women in Homesteading group last week, Holly brought a jar for us to taste, and it was delicious. It was so yummy. I'm the only one who eats coleslaw in the house. David is not going to go anywhere near it, and the kids won't either. And this only makes 6 pints, which is perfect. It's not like I need 20 or 30 jars of coleslaw for the winter. And you can eat it right out of the jar, or you can rinse off the brine and add your creamy ingredients like your mayo or whatnot to make it a creamy coleslaw, which is what I do like. But I have to say, I did like this vinegar version right out of the jar on Friday. It was delicious. And this will official start the Every Bit Counts challenge, where I'm sharing my videos with all of you. I do hope to have several videos throughout the week going forward. I know I took a little break and only was uploading 1 video a week lately, and I have to say that was nice. I felt it gave me a little bit more time to really make a good quality video for you all, and gave me some time to get some much needed things done around here, including finishing my father's eulogy that I had to write. I was putting that off, and I finally got it done. And honestly, as hard as it was also quite healing. But it's done. I'm glad it's done. And yeah, I'm ready to get started. So 2 hours ago, I actually started this coleslaw recipe. I also want to mention this is not Holly's exact recipe. I did not add the onion or green pepper. I don't like green peppers. I do have other bell peppers growing in my garden, but I don't really want a bell pepper in my coleslaw. So mine is just cabbage and carrot. That is it, because that's kind of what I like. I kind of wish I had more carrot. I really do. I don't have a lot, and well, when I was shredding the cabbage, I forgot to change the blade on my electric shredder, and the carrots came out in slices instead of shredded. There's nothing I can do about it now, but anyway, 2 hours ago, I put my shredded cabbage and my sliced carrots, as you can see here, in my big container with 2 tablespoons. I used, for the first time I'm trying it, gray sea salt. I didn't have quite enough, so I used 1 tablespoon of gray sea salt and 1 tablespoon of pink Himalayan sea salt. And yeah, it's just been sitting for 2 hours. So now we need to rinse this very, very well. While that is draining, I rinsed it really, 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 really good. And just FYI, my kitchen sinks were very, very clean. I literally just scrubbed the heck out of them just before I started filming. So, as I said, this is my friend Holly's recipe, and I'm gonna link her Instagram account down below. And I am changing it a little bit. Like I said, I'm not adding the onion or the green pepper. And honestly, these are probably things I could add when I open the jar, you know, like add a few more carrots and maybe then, but I literally just like cabbage and carrots in my coleslaw. I'm happy with that. And I might add some pineapple. My dad always added pineapple to his coleslaw and it was delicious. We're gonna get the brine ready. And I'm only gonna use 1 cup of sugar. Holly's recipe calls for a whole cup or 2 cups, but now I'm wondering, because I'm still using the same amount of cider vinegar, I'm gonna taste it. I'm gonna taste it, see what it tastes like. If it needs another cup of sugar, I will add it. In here, I just have 1 cup of sugar right now, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, and I'm using the organic one that has the mother, a 1/4 cup of water, and I need 1 teaspoon of celery seed and 1 teaspoon of mustard seed. We're going to bring this to a boil till the sugar dissolves, and then I will test it and see if I do need to add more sugar. I tasted it. It is more than sweet enough for me with the 1 cup of sugar, but I did add a little bit more water, so I probably have half a cup altogether just to give me a little bit more brine. So Holly says as long as you pack these jars really, really well, you'll get 6 pints. If not, you'll end up with 10. I only want 6, so we are going to pack these jars as much as we can with this cabbage mixture. And we need to leave a 1/2 inch head space. My hands are clean. I just washed them. So this was 1 whole cabbage that I picked up from a local farmer, and it was 1 carrot. Like I said, I wish I'd done 2, but it's okay. I can always add more carrot when I open them. Okay, I think we're going to be pretty good here. I will say part of my cabbage I end up having to give it to the chickens. So maybe I won't get 6 because I didn't have quite the size of the cabbage, but I think we're going to get 5. Okay, and now I'm going to add our brine. Okay, and we're going to debubble very well. I'm going to wipe my jars, the lids on, the rims on them, because that is a little bit sticky with that sugar. We want to make sure our lids seal. So I have 2.5 quarts of water in the bottom of my pan, or it's just level with the tray that's in there. We have to get these up to our steam. I want to make sure the hole in my lid is facing backwards. Okay, I'm going to start this on high. Wait till I see my V, and then I'm gonna start my processing time once it hits V. And it is 15 minutes, and it's the same amount of time if you were doing this in a water bath canner. Okay, we reached V, so I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. Start to the Every Bit Counts challenge. We'll see you back here tomorrow for day 2, technically, of Every Bit Counts.